Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dykman, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Harvey's fans, welcome in Seven Rivers Racing KQEG TV, along with Billy Doc Niles and Paul the Penguin Reichert. You know what's funny is I just took a picture of us. This is our second to last show of 2019. The radio show is done on Saturday for 2019. So I took a picture of us and I sent it out on Snapchat. Why is it that 750,000 people I Snapchatted say trouble? Looks like trouble. Hey, there's trouble. What's up with that?
You think
you're trouble.
Guys is plural.
Think if we took Paul out of the picture, we wouldn't be in so much trouble?
People would have been doing this to us.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we would have got the hard thing if that guy wasn't in there. Even though I do have to admit that he's been one of the hardest working guys here, at least on the radio side. TV-wise, what do you do here? What do you contribute, by the way? Radio, you're giving us interviews, Reichert's Race Rewind. What have you really done for the TV show?
Hey, I've helped out with the highlights. I've helped out with a couple intros.
He definitely helps out with the Toma side because I don't get the Toma.
All right, we'll let him slide.
We'll give him
come
that
back
one
next year.
Hey, we got to thank our TV partners for 2019, including our title sponsor, Big Boar Barbecue, once again voted #1 barbecue in La Crosse County and #1 caterer. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. It's cold outside, folks. Get that heater checked out. Fansarena.com. Thank you very much for the apparel. Epic Media and Vinyls and Back 40 Wraps for the great signs that they got right here for us. And, of course, Pizza Oven for the great food they gave us at our show back at Oktoberfest. Thank you all for being partners in 2019.
So we're going to kind of break down Oktoberfest again. On segment 2 and 3 today, we're going to take you back to that really strange ending of the Big 8 late model feature at Oktoberfest. We're also going to give you probably one of the best finishes I've ever seen in a race.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Mid-American Stock Car Series race, moved from Saturday to Sunday with Danny Gilster and
Dustin
number 10.
Yep.
And we're also going to be saving the best for the last next week as we give the last 3 races of Oktoberfest Race Weekend. So let's talk about that Big 8 late model race. Man, I'll tell you what, Nick Clements had a great start to this one. Nicious, a great start to this one. But was it anybody's clue that it would be Jacob Gady and Nick Panitsky running towards the end of this one? We're going to show the last 2 laps of this as well, because there's some explaining to do.
Well, Paul?
Yeah, there was a little explaining to do. I didn't notice it until Caleb Sue from Hawkeye Downs said something about it. The flagman gave the 2 popsicle sticks for the 2 laps to go, and then all of a sudden the double checkers come out when the white flag should have come out.
I'm standing on the top of the hill behind Eric Hanefeld, who's announcing this race, and he and I are like, wait a minute, what just happened here? And then I get to the track, and the first one that met me in a full blaze of run was Morgan Panitsky, Nick's wife. And there's not a bleep button in here, but you can pretty much say what's going on. Billy Doc Niles, that was interesting because I think this could have been a 2-car showdown to the very last lap.
I stated this on the radio show, and I'll state it here right now. I think that was Nick Panitsky's race. Like you mentioned, the 2 popsicle sticks indicating 2 laps to go will come up. You'll see that. Then they come around, they see the double checkers. What happened to the white flag? There's only one person that knows that, and I don't think any of us have been privy to the conversations that officials have had with the flagman, so only they know what's going on there. But unfortunately, it robbed us of a fantastic finish. Later on in the afternoon, we'll get a better finish, but for this race, it's a good result for Gady, a sad result for Nick Panitsky.
So Jacob Gady wins, and Panitsky will take second. Michael Bilderbeck finishes 8th, and he wins another Big 8 late model championship. Let's go to probably one of the most thrilling races we had of all Oktoberfest, and that's the Mid-American Stock Car Series. Now, they're traveling announcers, so I've seen a lot of great races this year. It was tough luck for Jason Toma, though. He started the year winning at Madison. Now, remember, he was a Great Northern Sportsman Series driver, and the conversations during the wintertime, can they compete with the Mid-Ams? They sure did, because he won down in Madison. He gets knocked out of this one early, and I really think Jason Toma could have had something for these guys, but in the end, it was the number 10 car until
until Danny Gilster popped up. 12 laps to go. He's pretty much a whole straightaway behind Dusty Man, and just slowly eats away at the lead and eats away at the lead. Catches him with about 3 laps to go. Works to the outside. Now, credit to Dusty Man. He ran a great race, smooth corners, and he decided to protect the inside. Old school racing, basically. He decided to protect the inside and give Gilster the hard route and go to the outside. Gilster, I kid a lot when I say he knows the shortcuts around this track. Well, that's because he runs here all the time. He knows how to get around them corners. Last lap pass, as you see right here, incredible pass to win it coming out of turn 4. Most amazing thing you've ever seen.
The other amazing thing is it took me 2 races on Sunday to start losing my voice, because that one right there really jarred the vocal cords because it was such a thrilling finish. So congratulations to Dan Gilster, the champion of the Mid-American Stock Car Series, will be crowned this weekend on Saturday at the Rockford Speedway, the National Short Track Championships. The Midwest Dash Series combined forces with Greg Oliver earlier this year, and Billy Doc Niles. We almost saw another fantastic comeback with Brandon DeLacy and Phil Maloff.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words here. We had some really good racing on Sunday. This was probably the second best race of the day right here. As you watch this finish here, what can you say? These guys have put on great shows all over the Midwest, and right down to the wire again. And and how about the champion, Greg Blount? Not only Rookie of the Year, but champion. I think in all my years of racing, I may have seen that twice before this, and I've been around racing since I was like 5 years old. And
the sad part, Penguin, is that Gary Stark enters Oktoberfest 1 point behind Brandon DeLacy.
Yeah.
And he's somewhat of a veteran, taking on the Rookie of the Year and your champion. His race win lasted 2 laps.
Yeah, he got tangled up with somebody and ended up making a snow in turn 4, hitting the styrofoam blocks there. Haven't seen a hard hit like that in a long time, but it was an unfortunate end for Gary, but great job by Greg there.
Look at that. Our producers were calling and telling us we have to wrap up the segment. I like this modern technology. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to show you the good Brent, that is, of the Big 8 Late Model Championship race. And then we're also going to go into the Mid-American Stock Car Series.
Oh, we also got to make a real quick mention, the Vintage Series.
Well, they were
Pool.
Well, they were regularly scheduled on Sunday.
Oh, they were? Okay, so we'll talk about that next week then. Okay.
Next Sunday, that's right. Stay tuned. Big 8 Late Models next, KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, KQEG TV, Summers Racing, and Paul Reichert just not playing nice there during the commercial. I was trying to show my love and affection for him of what he's done with the TV show. I got robbed, Billy Doc Niles. I just got robbed right there.
Oh, well. God. You know what? I know what will help you.
What's that?
How about we go back and look at the Big 8 race from Oktoberfest?
Can I just go back to Oktoberfest for 6 days?
Sure.
Let's do that, too.
But, for now, we're going to take a look at that Big 8 race from Oktoberfest. You're about to see the controversy that happened here on the last 2 laps. Here's that race from Oktoberfest.
Lead stabilized for Jacob Gady. Battle for third still rages between Nicias and Clements. 31 up, 7 to go for Jacob Gady. Clements has to look to the inside for third, but they're closing on Oxborough. Whoa, the moving screen keeps Nicias in third. Miller's catching them. Jeremy Miller trying to make a late break for the podium. Stencham bumped into Morrissey in turn 2. They're going for 8. Bilderback alone in 10th, with Willett sitting 6th. 6 to go for Gady and Panitsky. When they get back, it'll be 33 scored, 5 to go for Jacob Gady. A lot of traffic ahead of the leaders. Will they get there? Gady still paces the pack as they make the rounds. 4 to go this time by for Jacob Gady. Look at all that traffic in front of the leaders. They're going to have to negotiate a little bit of traffic, but a large lead for Gady regardless. 3 to go this time by. Look at that double file. 6, 7 cars, trouble in a corner, smoke in a corner. Spinner in 2, but are they off the track? Well, we got big trouble in turn 2 in front of the leaders. We carry on, now the yellow's out. I believe what happened is the yellow got called for. They called for the yellow flag, but the yellow light never came on. So some people yielded, some people did not. Well, the accident that happened over on the inside of turn number 2, and now the bottom line is we got ourselves a good old-fashioned shootout now in the Big 8 main event. Adam Oxborough was involved in the 25. His car a little bent up on the right side on the door. And I'll stack him back up. That yellow, although it just about proved pretty costly, was a whale of a break for the leaders because they were going to have to try and fight through about 8 side-by-side lap cars to try and make something happen there. But now they'll have clear track all the while. We will have the cone on the restart. 4 laps to go. 34 scored, 4 to go. As far as the Big 8 point standings are concerned, Brody Willett is in the 6th spot right now, it appears. Michael Bilderback is inside the top 10 in the 2 car. That gives Bilderback the advantage unless something really bad happens late. Michael Bilderback looks like he might win a 4th Big 8 title in 5 years. How about this battle for the lead? How about Jacob Gady, the NASCAR national champion, the 3rd place national man, and lacrosse champion Nick Panitsky? Just as they have done all year long, they're going to battle again. Stencham was involved. He goes to the back of the 77. So it's Gady and Panitsky up there. Panitsky's never won a Big 8 race, it should be noted. How about Justin Nicias having a great run in 3rd? And how about Minnesota drivers 1st, 2nd, and 3rd right now? Safety vehicles leaving the track. What we got now is a good old-fashioned Saturday night shootout on a Sunday afternoon. 4 laps to the big money in the Fest check-in trophy. Jacob Gady, as far as his Big 8 style NASCAR late model is concerned, is trying to cap off an absolutely incredible year. which saw him, of course, win that national championship, win his 6th Elko Speedway championship. Nick Panitsky trying to cap off a great year at lacrosse and beyond as well. We will go racing next time by. Who thinks Jacob Gady can win this thing in the 72 car? Who thinks Nick Panitsky can do it in a 22 car? Who else are you pulling for? Pick your favorites. It's going to be wild. 4 to go. Riddle and Willett boogering a little bit. Bilderback backs off to let him scramble. Gady and Panitsky pull away. Clements looking for the podium to the inside of the 51 and Isis. It'll be 3 laps to go this time by. Panitsky chasing Gady for the win. Clements looks for 3rd. 2.5 car lengths separate 1st and 2nd, and a whole lot of real estate behind Panitsky. Panitsky closes in a little bit, about a 1/2 car length. Still side by side for 3rd. Clements trying for a big finish in 3rd. Nick Panitsky is crunching with Gady for the race lead. He might have one good shot at the lead, and it might be on a white flag lap. Here comes Nick Panitsky. Panitsky looking for the lead. It's coming this time by. Here it coming to the line. It's going to be the 72 car. Gady wins it. Scoreboard, I believe, was off a lap. That is final, so this race is over.
So not sure if you really got a chance to see the sticks or not, but it looks like, Billy Doc Niles, we still need to run another lap.
Yeah, at least one more lap. And I said it on the radio show. I said it earlier in the show here, and I'll say it one last time. I think Nick Panitsky got screwed.
Paul?
Yeah, I think Nick should have been the winner there if that hadn't happened.
Tough call, but, well, maybe we'll see what happens if those two end up running Big 8 again next year at Oktoberfest. When we come back, one of the most thrilling finishes of all of Fest, all those cars, all those laps, all those divisions. It was the Mid-American Stock Car Series. We're going to show you that one next on KQEG TV.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep peace in the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, Simmers Racing, KQEG TV, brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue. I bet you I'm going to be stopping there a lot this winter.
Oh, yeah, nothing to do on tape night now, so you nothing better to do after work than go to Big Boar Barbecue.
Because, you know, Billy and I used to go to a place that's now out of business in West Salem when we were done doing the radio show and the TV show. Now that they're not there, we need some place to meet during the winter,
And
so I think it's going to be Big Boar.
They've got that new broasted chicken. Well, you can't say broasted. They got that new
Fried chicken.
But did you see that not only do they have fried chicken, their chicken wings are also now broasted?
Nice.
I just saw that on Wednesday on Facebook. Look them up on Facebook.
Destination location, Big Boar Barbecue, West Salem.
Destination location was 20 paces back with 12 to go for Danny Gilster. Let's get into this Mid-American Stock Car Series feature.
As he gets by him, he goes right to the inside. Leakey as they're going to turn one. He'll easily side by side. Oh, but it's a little loose. But Leak will still have the lead as they come off of turn 2.
Little squirrely Leakus on the outside of Uptill. Bill Preetzel, Ron Vandermeer Jr. trying to make some noise. Vandermeer Jr. tucked up underneath the back end of the Franklin Flyer.
Meanwhile, that lead up front has stabilized with Dusty Mann and Brad Gilster. You know, this could be one of those things. Hey, we're in the middle stages. This is a long race. Got to save our tires. But this time by, they will see the cross flags. 15 in, 15 to go in this one.
Fast time qualifier. Ryan Gutnick trying to make his way around the Franklin Flyer, Bill Preetzel. He has success. Meanwhile, the Napa Auto number 7 of your point leader, Vandermeer Jr. Oh, here we go, awfully close.
He's still a little loose. It hits the wall off the turn. Look out, Brian Goodneck. He has got a problem.
And we got cars coming in hot there in turn 3. Again, a Franklin Flyer feeling all kinds of pressure on the back end by point leader Ron Vandermeer Jr. Billy Doc Niles, close call, then a wall touch.
Yeah, he was a little loose coming off of turn 2, and then got her just a little too much loose and bounced her off the wall. You see him going pretty slow right down here in front of you as he crosses the line.
Yeah, you can see some heavy damage on the right front tires, but you can also see that all the locals are gone from the tires as well, too, after they hit with the wall.
13 to go. He keeps it on the track. The track stays green.
Appreciate him doing that. Sometimes these guys will stop on the track to cause a caution, but you can see he's got that crippled car. It looks like he'll go into turn 3 shoot, and we'll be off the track here, and we stay green.
12 to go. Dusty Mann was on the pole for this one. He will continue to lead. We've only had one caution, only one stack of the cones, and Mann has enjoyed a fantastic lead, trying to get his second win of Oktoberfest.
Fast qualifier. Ryan Gutnick is in the top 5 and trying to work his way up to Likas to try and get into the 4th position. As those two, it looks like a good battle developing for that position off of turn 4.
Danny Gilster could be following up his second place finish from 2018. As you heard Kevin say, those two have stepped away. Meyerhofer, your quick time qualifier, is finding new life in the latter portion of the race.
We got 10 laps to go, and Dan, I'm kind of seeing visually, I think Gilster's catching up to Mann for the lead. I think Gilster saved the tires, 10 to go. Now he's going to go racing.
You're exactly right, Billy Doc Niles. Gilster starting to reel in Dusty Mann.
You know, I've been keeping a close eye on that one, Dan, and it's just been amazing how he's been able to reel him in. Just been so smooth through the corners. And Kevin, you and I both know once you catch up to someone, you know, you've put a lot of heat in your tires. Do you have enough left to get around them?
It's one thing to catch up to him. It's another thing to pass him.
Bad Brad Worthen holding a solid 3rd. The battle for 4th and 5th continues between Dale Leakus in the green 99L and your quick time qualifier Ryan Gutnick, who started 2 rows from the back.
2 rows from the back, and he's slowly working his way up to the front. Gilster's got that. He's within about 5 car lengths of Mann as they go down the backstretch with 8 laps to go.
This would be one of the biggest haul jobs that I've seen in the Mid-American Stock Car Series in quite a while.
Yeah, it will be. 7 laps to go for Dusty Mann. I know he's looking at that scoreboard. He goes there, turn 1 going, please, just click these laps off, please.
Well, we got 2 cars for lap traffic right here. One of those is Meyerhofer, the other is Taylor Dawson. Dawson gets out of harm's way. Your leader's powering into turn 3 of a turn 4. Again, Danny Gilster has slowly been reeling in Dusty Mann over the past 6 laps. We're down to 6.
If Gilster's got anything for Mann, he's got 6 laps to do it. They will come up on another lap car. Gilster inches a little closer, probably within 3 car lengths as they go down the backstretch.
Here we go, Ryan Gutnick. Off of turn 2, he'll take Dale Leakus side by side. That battle is for 4th and 5th.
Meanwhile, up front, it's still about the same car length, but Gilster's inching a little closer with 5 laps to go.
Dustin Mann coming out of Minnesota. Ran with the Great Northern Sportsman Series, Mid-American Stock Car Series. Did some running at Elko Speedway. Trying to hold off a former Mid-American Stock Car Series champion and the Cross Speedway Sportsman champion, Dan Gilster.
That battle for 4th is looking really good, but Leakus is holding off the challenges from Gutnick with just 4 laps to go. That car length between Mann and Gilster has stabilized.
Gilster has it down to 4 car length as they roll over turn 4. 3 laps remain. Can Gilster catch Mann?
Now is the time to put the gas pedal. He gets closer right up to the back bumper as they go through turns 1 and 2. He saved up the tires. Now it's go time, Dan.
Billy Doc Niles, they were bumper to bumper heading off the corners.
This is going to be a great two-lap shootout. Dustin Mann, a Friday night winner. Gilster, a multi-time winner here at La Crosse as far as championships and mid-am championships. Going to be a great two-lap shootout, Kevin.
Now is the time where Danny Gilster's got to decide, am I going to try to take him to the high side or the low side? Oh, Gilster wanted to go to the inside, headed back out in turn 3.
Meanwhile, that battle for fourth has a finish with Ryan Gutnick taking over the position, but all eyes are on the leaders as we got the white flag between Mann and Gilster. Gilster goes to the outside, Dan.
Gilster on the outside, 3 left turns and a front straight remain. Gilster's going to try to make it stick and stay on the outside. Door to door, they roll to the back straightaway.
Momentum on for Gilster as they go on the high side, on the outside of 3 and 4. We're going to have a drag race to the finish stand. Everybody on your feet. Here they come off of turn 4.
Second flag is in hand. The Mid-American Stock Car Series winner, Danny Gilster. Danny Gilster chased down Dustin Mann with 12 laps to go and beats him by a half a car length at the stripe.
What a All you fans that waited till 6 o'clock tonight, how about that finish, folks?
What an incredible finish. Probably the most incredible finish we've ever seen at an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, now you could call Dan Gilster Mr. Where did he come from?
Yes, incredible. As far back as he was with 12 laps to go. And Dan, I mean, you got to call it. I mean, I'm sitting there telling you on the headset, I think he might catch him.
I tell you, it was so exciting to call that. Kevin Ramsel and I both stood up at the same time with 2 to go, and our chairs flew backwards because we've got the high back chairs up there in the tower.
You didn't take out OJ, did you?
I think he was already out by that time. He might have been at the snack bar. But man, oh man, oh man, it's been. I'm still trying to think between Fest and the last time I saw somebody that was that far down with only 12 to go.
Most incredible Oktoberfest finish I've ever seen.
Got to tip your hat to Dustin Mann, though. He watches the program on YouTube. Dusty, we appreciate you joining us on the program.
Yeah, nice job. Dusty, I mean, you did everything right there, and you even made it hard on him by making him go to the high line, as Eric Kienefeld likes to call it, the Superman line. And, I mean, you did everything right there. It just, Gilster just got by you.
All right, so that's going to wrap up this program. We've got one more coming up next week. We're going to show you the Vintage Series, Oktoberfest, and the ARCA Midwest Tour 200 Lapper. In the meantime, check us out on Facebook. Jesse puts this program up on there, and you get to watch not only the prior week, but pretty much everyone we've done over the past 9 years.
It's usually every Monday they show up on Facebook.
We bring you 10 years of this program next year.
Wow. Hey, and we won an award last year.
Yeah, we did. These guys deserve it. All right, so for that guy, Bill, this guy, Paul, the Penguin, I'm Radio Man Dan Doctor.
Thank you, Jesse.
See you. He's going to Rockford Speedway, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about that next week as well. That's going to do it for 7 Rivers Racing.
You've been watching 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown, and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.